Hi, Judith Reedy here at the Creative Zone, and I am so excited to share with you two new things that I've been working on, and I will be back with you. Just let me see if I can see. Oh, there we go. I have been working on a series, and I am doing this in my local community, and several of us fellow artists are going to be working on this project, and I'm going to kind of let you see what it is. I think it's kind of exciting. I think sometimes we make art, we want it to be beautiful, but sometimes we want to tell a story. So I was thinking of what could I tell a story about? So I have a little bit, I took two paintings I did. I had my husband had a friend that is a singer-songwriter, and so he wrote a song for me, and I put it together and I have it for you to share. And then I'm going to show you how this is going to be developing into another story. So catch up here, and we're going to go to our next section. So here we go.
I don't know for the life of me, I can't make it out at all. It's too much to contemplate. I don't want any sympathy, it's my own mystery to solve. I guess I lost my way. So I'm spending time with a cardboard sign, and I get a little stoned, and I'm trying hard to make it on my own. I recall how it used to be. I was right where I belong, but you can't go home, they say. It was all somehow news to me that I could ever get it wrong. Then I went to war one day, and somehow between what I've done and seen, I don't seem to fit in. I've never quite come back from where I've been. War is hell, they tell me, and I guess they ought to know. Once I was young and healthy, and I had so far to go. Now I sleep on benches, and I wear donated clothes, and I'm still in the trenches, I suppose. And somehow between what I've done and seen, I don't seem to fit in. I've never quite come back from where I've been. War is hell, they tell me, and I guess they ought to know. Once I was young and healthy, and I had so far to go. Now I sleep on benches, and I wear donated clothes, and I'm still in the trenches, I suppose. And somehow between what I've done and seen, I don't seem to fit in. I've never quite come back from where I've been.
Hi, I'm so glad you were able to see this and I could share it with you. Yes, I am personally motivated by this experience. I don't understand. I'm sure everybody that's homeless or every veteran is homeless may not have been, his motivations may be not less than noble, but I cannot imagine what it's like to go through some of the experiences they've had. I haven't, and I just don't feel, I think we need to think about it. So, but I'm working on another painting now, and I want to show you a little bit about how I'm developing it and how it's working out here. I first found a painting, a photograph, and I am actually going to modify it. I turn it to grayscale first. Then I do, now this drawing that I did is very light. It's very difficult to photograph. So I hope that you can be a little more understanding, but you can still get an idea of how lightly I'm working on this. It's just a line drawing, kind of similar. Now you see I condensed the image. I'm not having it quite as long. And next I started working on actually using burnt sienna and painting the image. And I like using this material because this is an oil-based material. It dries somewhat quickly, quicker than, let's say, white titanium white, but it also allows me to scrub it out, because I kept looking at, I says, I don't like the legs at the top. I don't know if you can see them here with the, they're right near his head. And so I decided that I was going to move them. So I moved them over here, and I think it makes for a kind of a contrast. You know, the man is alone and the people are walking by, and I kind of like that feel. I also removed more of the lady's clothes. I don't have as much of her body in there, just the edge. You don't see any of these people's faces. Nobody's looking at anybody. It's kind of a separate, lonely kind of feeling. And then I started developing a little bit more of the face and darkening the image of the figure. I have next, now that I'm developing this, I'm going to work a little bit more on the actual portrait. And I'm not really concerned here whether this person looks exactly like the photograph. That's not my, I could do that, but I'm more concerned with somewhat of the, how much he's aged, showing the story on his face. And the emphasis in this painting, unlike the other one where there was sort of a very anonymous face, this time I'm going to be much more detailed with the face, and give it more character, more reality, like almost to touch it. And that is going to be what's pulling you all the time into the composition. You know, the funny thing is whenever there's a figure in the composition, your eye is drawn to the figure, whether it's a person or an animal. Then if there's no figure, then it's the shapes of things, and sometimes it's a flower or something like that. But still, it's something that we have of a recognizable nature. But however, if you still need an overall good design or composition. And that's why I really began with just, let me see if I can do this. I began with developing the whole figure, and developing the whole figure made it possible for me. It makes me to feel the strength. If I walk by, does it catch my eye? Does it, there's sort of a circle, an edge thing going on, and I haven't done the sign in the middle, which is going to still be developed, but I like leaving the sign to look like cardboard, so like it did in the other, and so I can't develop it too much now. But anyway, that sort of tells you how I went about developing this painting and what my intention was in doing so. So for those of you who want to learn more about painting, I have separate courses you see listed on the bottom here. Plus, I have a membership circle that you can join that has daily prompts, like 4 days a week. Plus, I have a message on Saturday, and then I have a demo that's included. And it's always growing. And then, of course, we can have conversations in there. So that's in the membership circle. And then if you're interested in this learning about basic color schemes, whatever, I have different topics, courses specific to those topics. So I hope you enjoy following me in this series that I'm going to be doing on homeless veterans. I've learned a lot. I live in Milwaukee area, and I'm working with the VA in Milwaukee. I'm working with the Milwaukee Homeless Veterans Initiative, which helps families and it helps the vets. And there's another group called Stand Down that I'll be working with. And besides that, I work with the League of Milwaukee Artists, there's a lot of vets in there, and they're interested in producing a show together, and we're going to do that as a fundraiser. But we're working on these projects to help the homeless vets and their families. So I hope that you come back and see what else is developing with my painting. And if you have any thoughts, I would really be happy if you shared them. Like and follow me, and we'll see you again. Judith Reedy here at the Creative Zone, and there are links to find my other things below.